There are loads of medics on Twitter, and there's so much there to learn, so much to read, so many people to meet and network with. But it can be really hard to keep on top of it and to use it widely. Here are my top 10 tips for how to use Twitter better to make it work for you. Every medic is going to use Twitter for a different reason. Every reason is valid, but what you need to do is work out what the goal of your Twitter use is, and then you can adapt these tips to what suits your needs. So some of the goals you might have for Twitter are to network, to meet other like-minded healthcare professionals. It might be to share what you're working on, or to teach others, or it might be to learn from others. And with all of these things, it is probably going to be an element of growing your audience, because whichever of these goals you have, you'll want to deliver that message or receive that message from as many people as you can. So let's get started on the tips. Tip 1, never fight. Twitter can be a maddening place, it can be frustrating, it can be very confrontational. I've had people post seemingly very hostile comments out of the blue for no reason that I can tell at all. And it's so easy to get drawn into a confrontation. You are not going to come out of any Twitter spat looking good. Just avoid fighting on Twitter. If you see something that's frustrating, scroll on by or step away. If someone posts on your feed or to one of your posts in response and it's something inflammatory, just ignore it. Promise you, it's not going to be worth it. Tip 2, use Twitter lists. As you start following more and more people, you'll find that your main Twitter feed is completely unreadable. If you actually log in and look at your main feed, you're going to end up just scrolling through loads of irrelevant tweets and retweets before you get into anything meaningful. Lists are a way of condensing specific topics so that when you use your time on social media, you use it to further whichever of these goals you want. So you can set up lists that are private, that no one else sees, and the people who are on them don't know they're on them. So I've got a number of lists. I've got a list of educators, people who tweet about writing and how to improve your writing, people who tweet funny tweets when I want some light entertainment. You can make your list whatever you want, but what it means is when I go into Twitter, I could go to my education feed and just read what is a streamlined feed that is customized to me of all the great people who are tweeting about education stuff, and it just makes the time more manageable and more useful. Tip 3, bookmark good tweets. For sure, when you're reading through Twitter, you're going to see some tweets that really interest you. You might want to use them to read more about them, to reply, to tweet about them yourself, or just save them. That might not be the time or place where you can reply or give it the time it needs, so have a system for bookmarking. The Twitter app itself allows you to bookmark tweets, and then you can just go to your bookmark feed and have a look down them at any time. You can also bookmark to another app, so I use Readwise, and I save any good Twitter threads or tweets to Readwise, and that means again, when I'm looking for inspiration, something to think about, something to write about, then I'll go to my Readwise feed and I can see some great tweets that I've seen before to help generate ideas. Tip 4, decide what it is you want to tweet about. I think a lot of beginners to Twitter struggle with knowing what to say, or do they have anything valuable to say. So have a think about what you want to tweet about. You can change it later, but it's good to have one idea. It's something that you can then read about more, develop further, and also network with other people who are interested in the same thing. That might be your clinical area, it might be pediatric emergencies, what you want to tweet about, or it might be online learning. It's good if you have an idea of what sort of topics you want to post about, because it will help you find content and will stop you stressing about what to post. Tip 5, DM your heroes. Twitter is amazing because you have access to all these people that without social media you would have no chance of getting near. I'm talking about people in your field who are experts, who are extremely prolific, who are celebrities, whoever it is that you look up to in your chosen area, you're going to be able to find them on Twitter. DMs are a great way just to build connections, just reach out to them. You can't do this with everyone, it depends what they've set their DMs to, or whether you follow them and they follow you and so on, but if you can, this is a great way just to go for it and start to build that network. When you DM your heroes, have a think about what you're going to say and also why you want to DM them. It might be just to tell them you really loved a particular piece of work that they did. You may have a question for them. Whatever it is, just think about it, plan it out, and then go for it. Nobody is going to be annoyed about getting a DM to tell them how great you think they are, and it's a really nice way to connect, and it might lead to new projects, new opportunities for you. So make the most of Twitter by DMing your heroes. photos. Tip 6, send video DMs. I've been doing this over the last few months and I found it a brilliant way to build better connections with people, so I urge you to try it. Our instinct is just to reply to a DM with a text reply, but actually it's so easy just to press the camera button on your Twitter app on your phone and just record you saying a message. You don't need to worry about what it looks like, where you are, or anything like that. Just send a quick reply by video instead of text, and it really makes a difference to the person on the other side because you're really helping to build that personal connection. Give it a go. Tip 7, block people if you need to. So I haven't blocked many people on Twitter. The only people I can think of that I've blocked are people who actually post abuse at me. It's not something that I do commonly, but I actually think if you're finding that people are posting stuff on your feed that is giving you angst or is personally attacking, that you don't need that in your life, and it's totally reasonable to block them. It's your social media, it's your feed, you can choose who you interact with and who you don't, so I wouldn't feel bad about blocking anyone. The function is there to stop you being abused on Twitter, so use it if you need to. Tip 8, look at your Twitter analytics. It's something you might not think about looking at, but whichever of the goals we talked about at the beginning that you're hoping to do, part of growing your audience or networking more is actually working out what works well for you and your account on Twitter, and you can do that through looking at the analytics. Twitter analytics will tell you which tweets have gone down well, which tweets have got the most engagement, and once you start looking at them, you will start to see, okay, this type of tweet isn't really going down well, this one is, this has went down well on a particular day. It can help you, give you ideas as to other stuff and other content to post, so have a look at your Twitter analytics. Tip 9, just press publish. Many of the people that I've spoken to who are new to Twitter really struggle with worry and fear about what to post. So they worry that they can't think of anything useful to post, that they're not worthy of posting, that they're going to get some sort of abuse back when they post. And I worry about all of these things as well. They're very valid feelings, but in the end, most people are not going to care what you post. Although you care, probably no one on the other end is really going to care that much. So just go for it and try it. You will make some mistakes, you'll get some things wrong, but the only way to get better at using Twitter is by trying, is by seeing what works, what doesn't work, what got a good response or what got you closer to whatever your goal is of using Twitter. Give it a go. Get out there, start publishing some tweets and see what happens, and just use it all as lessons to learn to improve and move forward with your Twitter goal. Tip 10, enjoy it. Using social media, even though you're using it for professional reasons, it should still be enjoyable. It's likely to be something you're doing in your spare time, so it shouldn't be causing you debilitating stress. It should be a source of fun. All the tips I've given are to help streamline your time so that when you use Twitter, you're actually using it in a valuable way to help further whatever your goal is from using Twitter. These were my top 10 tips on how to use Twitter as a medic. If you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy my video on how to make great infographics, which you can see here.